Next, we have Abraham and Sarah. Patience. Abraham and Sarah said, "You will have a baby. I will bless you with a baby." And Abraham and Sarah said, "Okay." And they waited, and they waited, and they waited. And their waiting got old, and they got old to a point where they were like, "Okay, I guess this isn't happening." Right? So their patience ran out. And what followed when they lacked patience? Self-control. We see this in Genesis 16, verse 1. "Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children. And she had a female Egyptian servant whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said to Abram, 'Behold, now the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Go into my servant, it may be that I shall obtain children by her.' And Abram listened to the voice, not of God this time, but of Sarai." So you see, when their patience ran out on the Lord, they said, "All right, I guess we got to do this our way. I guess we got to take control and figure out a way to make this happen, because I'm done waiting upon God. My patience on God is done. Let me figure this out on my own. Let me take control of this situation." How many of us have been there? We're waiting on God for something, a miracle. We're waiting for a situation to change. We're waiting for some tension that we're experiencing at home or at work, and we're just waiting. And eventually we're like, "All right, I guess this isn't happening." And how do we react? Do we act with a self-controlled spirit or out of control? Or next, patience. This one's also huge, right? Daniel had patience that what the Lord told him would come true. He had patience in the Lord that he would eventually deliver him. And we see that as Daniel was in the lion's den. Right? Contrast to Abraham and Sarah, who said, "I'm done waiting. Let me do this." Daniel said, "I'm never done waiting on the Lord." And this is what we read happen in Daniel 6:22. "My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, and they have not harmed me, because I was found blameless before him and also before you. O king, I have done no harm." So you see, I think the problem with us is our patience runs out much earlier than Daniel's. All right, look at all these different steps it took for Daniel to get there. Step one, he's probably brought before the king guilty. And for us, that's where our patience runs out. We're probably saying, "God, deliver me right here in this moment. Get me a lawyer from Jerusalem, have him present an awesome argument, set me free." A lot of us, our patience would run out here. Some of us, maybe we're on our way to the den, all right? We had some patience, right? Now we're on our way to the lion's den. We're probably like, "All right, God, deliver me, give me superhuman strength, kill these soldiers, set me free." Daniel kept waiting. His patience didn't run out. It wasn't until Daniel was sitting next to a lion when God chose to deliver him. You see, God's greatest glory is demonstrated through our greatest trials. Amen. Imagine if Daniel was saved before the king, before the lion's den. We would never have that story to tell. God's power and demonstration of his glory would have never been revealed if he never got to that point. And so many of us never want to get to this point. We never want the lion next to us. But I'm telling you, God is so much greater than that lion. It will never harm you. Be patient upon the Lord, and you will have self-control.